Hello everybody and welcome back to the Manchester United FC 25 career mode. In today's episode, Champions League football will return to the Theatre of Dreams. I will reveal the teams we will be playing in the group phase of the Champions League. Some very big teams in there, and let's just say there's one team that we've seen quite a bit of on this channel already this year, so stay tuned for that. But first things first, we have this game here against Leicester City to kick things off. A successful start to this episode, first clean sheet of the season, and it started out with a goal from none other than Rasmus Højlund, even though for some reason they don't want to show me in the highlights right here. There we go, finally. Amad Diallo running down that left-hand side, squared it for Rasmus. He is off to an absolute flying start this season. Whatever you want to say about him in real life, in this game he is absolutely lethal up front. He was the one who broke the deadlock here against Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester City. And then we actually went a man down from this foul here from Diogo Dalot. Second red card of the season already. A straight red there as well. I'm not even going to blame Dalot for that. I am fully going to blame myself. Probably shouldn't have slid in there. But listen, whatever. It is what it is. Diogo Dalot will be suspended for the next game. But we did seal the 3 points here. Rasmus getting the assist this time for the captain, Bruno Fernandes. And that sealed our first 3 points of the episode. So we are here on transfer deadline day as well, and normally I actually don't really look through the transfer history, but curiosity kind of got the better of me, in particular with the free agents. There have been some wild transfers in the free agents. So this one, listen, it's a bit tamer, but I just thought it was worth mentioning since we're doing a United career mode. David De Gea, of course, Manchester United goalkeeper for 10 years plus. He has signed for Girona on a free after finishing up his contract with Fiorentina. But bloody hell, lads, some of these other free agent signings, they are a little bit wild. Let me show you. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool right back, who is heavily linked with Real Madrid in real life, in this career mode has decided to make the short drive over to Manchester and join City. That is absolutely crazy. So Trent, despite the fact he will not be playing for Liverpool, will still be playing for one of our biggest rivals in Manchester City. Very big signing for them. Ilkay Gundogan has gone to Aston Villa. Maybe not the most wild transfer you'll ever see, but I still thought it was kind of interesting. Jonathan David going to Chelsea on a free is absolutely huge for them. That's a big, big signing. Honestly, if I'd noticed that one sooner, I probably would have tried to intervene. Although he is higher rated than Rasmus, so maybe not, because I do want Rasmus to be the main man up front. But let's just say Jonathan David might be a potential target for us in our next career mode. This one just made me laugh. Virgil van Dijk, free agent after leaving Liverpool, gets picked up by Liverpool. They didn't offer him a new deal while he was still at the club. They let it run out and then brought him back to the team. That is absolutely hilarious. But there is one more free agent signing that absolutely blew my mind, and I really can't believe that it's actually happened and that we will potentially be coming up against this player this season. Mirto Izuni has joined Leeds United. I'll be a son of a bitch. Wait, what? Oh, wait, there's actually one more that's more crazy than this? Nah, I can't believe there's a more crazy signing than Uzini going to Leeds. There's no way. Oh, wait. Maybe there is. None other than Lionel Messi joining Arsenal at 38 years old on a free. That is absolutely wild. I need to start paying more attention to the free agents because there were some players here that if I'd known were available, I probably would have picked up. So I am so pissed off at myself at the moment. This was supposed to be the first full game that I played on this episode against Chelsea, big Premier League game, and I didn't have my microphone plugged in when I was playing the game. So I am going to have to show you the post-match highlights, but as you can see there in the top right-hand corner, it was a bit of a classic. So we did end up taking the lead in this game through Alejandro Garnacho, the man who is linked with Chelsea at the time of recording. He haunts them here. First shot was blocked, got a second bite at the cherry, and he slotted it past Petrovic in the Chelsea goal to give us a 1-0 lead here at Old Trafford. Then Mudryk, the player who is currently not playing in real life for reasons, is playing in this game. He got the equaliser, completely breached the defence there and put it right into that top corner. Simon was getting absolutely nowhere near that. And then right before, or not right before the end of the first half, but coming close to the end of the first half an hour in, Jonathan David, one of the free agent signings that we saw in the summer, he scores here for Chelsea to put them in front at Old Trafford. Good move, good finish, but I still think defensively we should be doing a bit better there. And then I thought the game was killed then by the man who got the first goal, Mudryk. He got his second goal of the game. Again, I feel like defensively we were a shambles, but this was one of those games where EA just wanted the opposition to win. I don't care what anybody says. Thankfully though, not too long after that, Rasmus Højlund kept up his great form this season, pulling one back, making it 3-2 and setting us up for a grandstand finish, which was capped off by the captain himself, Bruno Fernandes, with the equaliser in the 90th minute in Fergie time to get us the equaliser and to get us a point when it looked like we weren't going to get anything from this game. But something that's becoming a very frustrating theme this season is red cards. Lisandro Martinez picking up his second red card of the season already, and this is what, match day 5. He's been sent off twice. I don't know why I decided to slide in there. There must have been a bit of a delay with the button, because I have no idea why else I would have slid in there. But he got sent off. Thankfully nothing came with the free kick that they took afterwards, and we do drop our first points this season, but thankfully we did come from behind to get that point. Look at that background, lads. Champions League football has arrived at Old Trafford after winning the Europa League last season. We qualified for Europe's elite competition, and without further ado, let me show you the teams we will be playing in the competition this season. A Belgian team to kick things off, didn't it? It just had to be. If you've been subscribed to the channel for long enough, you will know that I have a very bitter rivalry with the Belgian league. It goes back to the Turley United career mode we did back in FIFA 22. Oh god, I'm getting PTSD just thinking about it. But we will kick things off against Anderlecht in the Champions League, a team who United have beaten en route to winning a European trophy before. We will now play in our opening game in the Champions League. Then when we move on over to October, we will play Ruben Amorim's former team in Sporting Club de Portugal. Of course, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Nani, and Marcos Rojo as well have all played for both Manchester United and Sporting. So I'm very excited to have that game be our second game in the Champions League. Oh lads, but this is going to be an emotional one. After 5 successful seasons at Paradise in our original career mode in FC25, which culminated with Celtic winning the Champions League, we will now be facing them in the United career mode at Old Trafford, so there will be no teleporting through brick walls. If you know, you know. Very much excited for this one. United and Celtic, of course, have met a few times in Europe, both teams with famous results against each other, so very much looking forward to this game. But yeah, I'll just say this, right? If I score against Celtic, I won't be celebrating. I can promise you that. Up next then is another home game, so 4 home games in a row, this time up against Borussia Dortmund. Manchester United have played Dortmund in a Champions League semi-final before. I'd rather not talk about what the final score was in those games, but anyways, we will be playing them here as well in the league phase. Then we have a trip to Austria, our first away game in the Champions League, as we take on Red Bull Salzburg. Then another away trip to the Netherlands against Feyenoord. And our final 2 games are both also away from home, Bayer Leverkusen and Athletic Club Bilbao. So 4 home games in a row and 4 away games in a row. I have never seen that happen before. It's very, very strange. It never happened to us in the Celtic career mode. But yeah, listen, whatever. That means we have to win the first 4 games. There's no excuse. We can't be dropping any points at home. And then the 4 away games, I'll be honest with you, all quite tough in their own right. But I fancy our chances in this league phase, and I'm very much looking forward to getting into it. Into it we shall here with our first game in the Champions League. Manchester United, of course, the first team from England to win the European Cup. And now we look to compete in this competition and try and win it for a 4th time. I'm very much excited for this. Just hoping the curse of the Belgian League does not hit us here today. And as you can see there, we are wearing the Europa League badge, the Europa League winners badge, I should say. Something, though, that I did notice. So, of course, we finished 5th in the Premier League last season, and we had to win the Europa League to qualify. So, back in the day, I remember Chelsea winning the Champions League back in 2012. They came 6th that season, and Tottenham ended up giving up their Champions League place, having finished 4th, because back then, only 4 English teams could be in Europe. In 2017, we came 6th and won the Europa League, and I think, if memory has served me correctly, who came 4th that season? It was Liverpool. Liverpool didn't give up their place that season because the rules had changed. But in this career mode, Chelsea, who came 4th last season, are playing in the Europa League. So they haven't put 5 English teams in. So that means despite the fact we finished below Chelsea, we finished 5th while they finished 4th, we are in the Champions League and they are not, which is absolutely brilliant. Because the year before that, obviously United won the FA Cup to qualify for the Europa League, which put Chelsea back down into the Conference League, and we've only gone and relegated them down to a smaller European competition yet again. I just think that's very, very funny. But there is the team lining up for the squad picture. Let's have a look at the Anderlecht team. Is there anybody here that I noticed? I think that's, I can't remember his bloody name. The striker up front. I had him in an AC Milan career mode years ago. Why can't I remember his bloody name? I went to say his name and then it escaped me as I went to say it. We'll see it here. Yeah, Dahlberg. Kasper Dahlberg. Bloody hell. Completely forgot his name there as he popped up on the screen. But other than that, it's a fairly, decent team. Nobody stands out massively though, apart from Dahlberg. So this really is a team we should be beating. But yeah, we never like to do it easy against the Belgian teams. But anyways, lads, enough of the pleasantries. Let's just get into it. First Champions League game at Old Trafford in this series. And let's get off to a winning start. There's Mazraoui, who I've decided to give the nod over Dalot yet again. But I do feel like they are going to battle it out a lot for that position, especially because Mazraoui does get quite tired. Ahmad is a little bit tired there as well. Ahmad, who scored his first goal for Manchester United in Europe. That was against AC Milan in the Europa League. Here's Ahmad again. Over to Bruno. Now Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho. Is he going to be the one to score a first Champions League goal? Yes, he is. It doesn't show the celebration for some reason. It cuts away basically as soon as the ball crossed the line. But we don't care because we have taken the lead here. Perfect start to our Champions League campaign. Goalkeeper got nowhere near it. It's Alejandro Garnacho and it's 1-0 to Manchester United after 7 minutes. Get in there. Brilliant finish from the Argentine winger. He's going nowhere in this series. So I'm recording this just to give you just to peek behind the curtain a small bit. I'm recording this on Monday. This episode is not being uploaded till Friday. You can blame that on my work schedule at the moment. As Anderlecht go and get the equaliser straight away. That's annoying. This is what we deal with when we play Belgian teams. The amount of E-aids we face against teams from this league. It's on another level, honestly. And they've equalised basically straight away after conceding, back on level terms. Yeah, I gotta sharpen up here. But yeah, basically, I'm recording this on Monday, the 27th of January. This is being uploaded on Friday, the 31st. As Celtic go 1-0 down to Dortmund. So, at the time of recording, Garnacho is still a Manchester United player, but who knows what will happen in the next few days. Although I don't think he'll leave this week. I personally think he's going to stay. At least until the summer. And I hope he stays beyond that as well. But here he is again. There's Alphonso Davies. Go on, have a go. Davies. Oh, good save by the keeper. The Canadian unable to score his first goal for the club just yet. But Anderlecht seeing a lot of the ball at the moment. Good interception there by Mazraoui. Over to Bruno. It's the only thing about Bruno is I do find that he does get caught out of possession quite a bit in this game at times. because he's not the quickest. Here's Rasmus Højlund though. Rasmus, oh, good save by the keeper. Oh, it's a bit of a mess there at the back, but they do deal with it in the end. And it's cleared away. I still can't work out as well why all of our first 4 games are at home. That is strange. I've never seen that happen before. I know sometimes it can happen where you have a home game and then 2 away games and then back to a home game, or, you know, an away game and then 2 home games, but I've never seen 4 games in a row at home and then 4 games in a row away. That is something that is new. And as I say, never happened in the Celtic career mode, so it's a bit strange. But anyways, whatever. Probably shouldn't be focusing too much on it, as we lose the ball yet again. Can't believe I forgot about Kasper Dahlberg. Completely forgot about him. To the point where I forgot what his bloody name was. But yeah, I had him in a Milan career mode years ago. What a player he was in that. What a player this man is, Rasmus Højlund. Holds it up. Goes over to Alphonso Davies. Oh, too heavy a touch. Okay, we're starting to get on my nerves a little bit. We're starting to get on my nerves a little bit. That kind of didn't make sense. Just like it doesn't make sense why I struggle so much against Belgian teams. Bloody hell, they nearly got a big opportunity there to make it 2-1. God, this first half has flown by. Go on, win that, Rasmus. Good man. Over to Garnacho, the goal scorer. Plenty of space to run into here. He squares it for Rasmus Højlund. I thought for a second we messed that up. But Rasmus scores his first Champions League goal of the season and puts us back in front 5 minutes before half-time. Lovely finish from the Danish striker. And we lead the Belgian champions yet again. Garnacho with a goal and an assist now. Rasmus, who is so prolific in Europe, especially in the Champions League for United. I think his first 4 goals for the club all came in the group stage in 23-24. Again, though, don't really want to talk about that group stage too much because it was absolutely atrocious. But hopefully we can right that wrong here. And Rasmus has put us en route to doing that. Played a pivotal part in winning us that Europa League. Not just in the final itself, which he was fantastic in, but also in all the ties leading up to that. And in the league phase. Don't concede again, please. Good tackle by Lisandro Martinez. Try not and get yourself sent off now. Bloody hell. Can we get one more chance before the halftime whistle blows? Ahmad over to Bruno. Oh, it's going to be a bit too awkward for Rasmus, and that probably will be the halftime break. Yes, it is. We do have a 2-1 lead here. Garnacho with the early goal. Anderlecht quickly went up the other end and got the equaliser, but that man right there, Rasmus Højlund, slotted home his first European goal of the season. Well, first Champions League goal of the season, I should say. He did score in the Super Cup, didn't he? God, my short-term memory is getting terrible. But he scored in this game. We are 2-1 up here at Old Trafford. And let's carry that form over into the second half. Not going to make any changes just yet. Feel like I'm pretty happy with everybody so far. Ahmad I will have to keep an eye on, just because he is missing a bit of energy. Or was missing a bit of energy from the start of this game. Oh no, it's Kasper Dahlberg. You fucking asshole. There's just nothing I can do about that. It's not switching to the right player. It's not letting me get anywhere near the attacker. It's the easiest goal they'll ever score. Like, I mean, I tried to switch to De Ligt there. But by the time it actually recognised that I was trying to switch to him, it was too late. Dahlberg was already in position to smack it past Unai Simon, and it's 2-2. And the curse of the Belgian league strikes again. Can you believe it? Can you bloody believe it? I wish there was a way you could just delete a certain league from the game. I really wish there was. It would 100% be the Belgian league for me. Honest to God. They've ruined my life. Oh, Rasmus. I actually don't even know why I bother crossing the ball in anymore. It's basically impossible to score a header this year. Headers are either completely overpowered or they're non-existent. There's no in between. There is absolutely no in between. And then when you do score one, It's from a player who you would never expect to score it. Oh, here come Anderlecht again, though. Dahlberg again. Oh, he's muscled Martinez off it there. Hulman with a really good interception. Go on, lad. It's a good run. Into Ahmad. Ahmad, he's not got the most energy, but he's gone on a great run here. Ahmad Diallo, how the... Oh my God, how have you missed that? How the hell have you missed that, Ahmad? It's a brilliant run. He's done basically everything right except the finish. Oh, and somehow we still don't have the lead. I'm starting to think we might have to make a change or two. Do you know what? He's missing energy. He's not really been at it today. I'm going to put Garnacho over on the right, and let's bring on the next Ryan Giggs himself. Adam Smith is going to enter the field here. Mazraoui's a little bit tired as well. Let's bring on Diogo Dalot. Just get some fresh legs on. Try and win this game. I'll be so pissed off if we don't win this game. Obviously, the main goal this season is to win the Premier League. But I still want to have a good run in the Champions League as well. Of course, the ultimate goal is to win the treble, but I'm not expecting to do it in this season. If we do, great. But the main goal this year is the league. Anything else, to be honest, would be a bonus. But Anderlecht looking to kind of derail that good start in the Champions League here. They're doing a good job of it so far. That's going to be offside, though. We do have Fulham up next in the league, which, of course, Manchester United... or who Manchester United beat in real life last year. Bloody hell, I'm struggling to speak in this game. This game has gotten the better of me. I did feel my palms sweating, though, when I saw a Belgian team was going to be our first opposition. I'd rather play Real Madrid again than play another Belgian team. So whatever happens after this game, I just bloody hope Anderlecht don't qualify for the knockout round. Smith. Smith, what a moment this could be! Oh, he's hit the post! Oh, I don't believe it! Oh, looking for his first Old Trafford goal. What a game it would have been to get it in as well. His Champions League debut. But it's hit the post. And Anderlecht now look to counter. Kasper Dahlberg over to Leone. Oh, what a ball that is. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, my God. For a second, I thought he was going to give a penalty. Simon with the save. I'm not going to take Davies off just yet. 15 minutes to go. We're starting to run out of time. He won the header there, Dahlberg, but he wasn't able to get much power behind it. We look to hit them on the break now. Here's Ugarte. Manuel Ugarte. On the turn. Looking to find Adam Smith again. Smith. Garnacho. Oh, it's Dalot. It's Diogo Dalot off the bench. Another unlikely source. I could have swore it was Garnacho. We did move him over to that right-hand side. Look at Mazraoui celebrating there as well. Unselfish of him. The man who got substituted off for the man who's just scored. Adam Smith does really well there to win that ball. Put it across the goal. And Dalot is there to tap it in. He's never going to miss from there. But he's done really well to get into that position. And we are 3-2 up here with 11 minutes to go. Right. Let's make some changes. It's a bit of a risky one, but I'm going to bring on Rocha, Ronaldo's regen. Excuse me, for Rasmus Højlund. I'm losing my voice here. Let's bring on Kobe Mainoo, and now we'll bring on Kirkes for Alphonso Davies. Really freshen things up now. Rocha, the regen of the man who has scored the most goals in this competition. He now comes on to make his Champions League debut. God, look at how small he is. He's the regen of Ronaldo, but he's got the height of Messi. Can we hold on now? We've just had one 3-3 draw. I really could do without another one. Well, I feel like if we can beat Anderlecht, we can beat anybody. That's not a sentence that would make sense to a lot of people. But as I said earlier, if you've been subscribed to the channel for long enough, then you will know. Speaking of subscribers, thank you so much for 450 subscribers as well. We passed that in the last few days, on the road to 500 now. So if you are not subscribed, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Here's Kirkes. Rocha! Oh! What a moment! The Cristiano Ronaldo regen scores his first goal for Manchester United. And how fitting is it that he gets it in the Champions League. We are celebrating like we've won the tournament. Beating a Belgian team sometimes does feel like that. Two substitutes combining there. Carquez with the run, with the cross. Rocha with the finish. Manchester United 4, Anderlecht 2. Never a dull moment. And is this the start of yet another Portuguese superstar here at Old Trafford? Let's hope so. What a moment. I had to bring him on in this game. I just had to. And he's repaid that fate by scoring on his Champions League debut. Oh my god. Oh, see what I mean? See what I fucking mean by this BS? That is absolute fucking bullshit. I know we're winning, but they fucking gave them that goal. Unbelievable. Hits the post. Delict. Literally anywhere will do but where he cleared it. And it goes back to Kasper Dolberg. And he smacks it past Unai Simon. Talk about ruining the moment, you fucking prick. Your stupid haircut. Sorry, got very angry there. My apologies. It is a bit of a stupid haircut though. Fucking glad I sold you in the end of that Milan career mode, you dickhead. But anyways, 4-3 here in the... Oh no, here in the Champions League. What the fuck are we doing? Oh no, surely not. Surely fucking not. I would have cried. I actually would have cried if we'd bottled that. We do get the win here. But once again, a Belgian team has ruined my life. They are the most stressful teams to come up against. I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. FIFA 22 all the way up to now. Anytime we come up against a side from that league, they just seem to get the better of me. We've gotten the win here, but we really had to work for it. 4-3 in the first Champions League game of the series. We won't be forgetting this game in a hurry. What a performance. When I say what a performance, I'm not necessarily talking about our performance, more talking about the showcase both teams just put on. But anyways, originally the two games I was going to play in full on this episode was going to be the Chelsea game as well as the Anderlecht game. But we will play Chelsea's closest neighbours here in Fulham. To make up for me messing up the Chelsea game. I thought my mic was still plugged in and I must have plugged it out by accident. My apologies. But anyways, we are playing a game here that Manchester United won in real life a few days ago. Yesterday at the time of recording. But the man who got the winner in that game, Lisandro Martinez, is suspended. So Jared Branthwaite will take his place in the team. Anthony Elanga comes in as well for Ahmad because he was a bit tired. But other than that, it's the full strength team. Actually, Dallo as well. We've also put in instead of Mazraoui, rewarding his good performance after coming off the bench in Europe. And let's see, after getting that 3 points in the Champions League, if we can get 3 points again here in the Premier League. We drew at Chelsea last time out. Now let's try and get a victory here at Craven Cottage. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Elanga's offside. Bit too eager there, Anthony Elanga, in his first start since returning to the club. But I'm very happy that we brought him back. Thought it made sense. Anthony was using the swap deal to bring back Anthony Elanga. It will be interesting to see how Anthony gets on at Forest. Of course, he's gone to Real Betis in real life on loan. That's a good ball to Garnacho, who scored his first goal for United in this fixture. Oh, but Anthony Elanga is off the mark here in his second spell at the club. The man who I was very sad to see go back in 2023 has returned to Manchester United. And he's opened up his account here in his second spell with a brilliant strike. Garnacho played it across. Not the easiest finish, considering he had a couple of players there in front of him. But he got it through them. The ball hits the back of the net. And we take the lead here against Marco Silva's men. 8 minutes in, Fulham 0, United 1. Get in there. Don't know why actually it's put us in the away kit. But whatever, it's a nice away kit anyway. I remember back in FIFA 21, back when United had the Zebra alternate kit. For some reason, every time we'd play Tottenham away, it would automatically put us in that jersey. I just never got that. We're playing a team wearing white, and you're putting us in a white away jersey. That's FIFA for you. But anyways, here's Alphonso Davies, who I was considering putting on the bench for this game for Kirkes, but we've got a League Cup game after this, so it allows for some more rotation. And he wasn't overly tired either, so decided to keep him in the team. Here's Alanga. He's got a goal. Can he get the assist? Hulman with the strike, but blocked by the defender. Is Ryan Sessegnon now, who of course we did have for a short period of time at Celtic. Didn't quite work out, but listen, it was worth the goal. He was actually probably the first signing that we made in that career mode, if memory is serving me correctly. Here come Fulham now on the attack. Good block there by Diogo Dalot. It's going to be a corner though. Excuse me. Wilson will be the man to whip this one in. Oh God. Thought for a second there they were going to get the shot off. Here's Garnacho. Oh, into Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus clean through here. Oh, but he's going to be unselfish and play in his fellow countryman and Hulman, who gets his second goal for Manchester United and our second goal of this game, and puts daylight between ourselves and Fulham now. Still not over yet, but with the way this game is going at the moment, I feel like we are on course for 3 points. Rasmus, who's so prolific in front of goal. He's gotten a couple of assists now in this episode as well, which is good to see. And Hulman gets goal number 2 on a Manchester United shirt. Scored on his debut against Bournemouth, his Premier League debut that is. And now he scores here in London. To quote Mark Goldbridge, we're in London, aren't we? We certainly are, and we're enjoying it at the moment. Oh, but we won't be enjoying it here if they pull one back. Good save by Unai Simon, who's loving life at Old Trafford at the moment. Can't really blame him for any of the goals we've conceded. And listen, Onana did okay in that first season. Okay, he did a little bit better than okay. He was good, but long term, I did feel like we were going to have to upgrade in goal. Oh, here's Berg. Oh, Andreas Pereira, former Manchester United player. Good save again by the keeper. Didn't want to say we definitely sealed the 3 points because I knew Fulham would be able to create some chances despite going 2-0 down, but I do feel like this is a game we have to be winning. But I think that draw against Chelsea might have been a little bit of a reality check that winning this league title is not going to be as easy as first anticipated. But we are 2-0 up here. About 5 minutes to go before half time. Bruno not able to get that ball there from Lenny Yoro. Good tackle again though by the French defender. Lovely stuff. And here's Diogo Dalot, whose goal put us on course to winning that game against Anderlecht. Alanga being pushed back here a bit. Has to go all the way back to Jared Branthwaite, who's momentarily swapped positions with Yoro. Garnacho, have a go, why not? Oh, but he got his first goal for United in this fixture, and that was a pretty decent goal. That one would have been a spectacular one, but it does go out for a goal kick, which Bernd Leno will take. I do have to say, one thing that I found crazy watching the United and Fulham game was seeing AEW on the advertising boards at Craven Cottage. Of course, Tony Khan, who owns AEW, his family also own Fulham, but we currently own Fulham in this game, 2-0 up, going into the second half. Hulman getting that second goal after Anthony Alanga scored his first goal for Manchester United in a few years. Don't really think anybody's overly tired in this game yet. Davies actually is a small bit. And you know what? Let's bring on Clifford. The next Gary Neville. I actually did bring him on against Chelsea as well. Normally don't like putting a right-footed player at left back, but we're going to have Diogo Dalot do that now. And we're going to take off Alphonso Davies. We're giving youth the chance. Obviously Adam Smith, the next Ryan Giggs, he's been playing a few games since last season. Now it's time for Clifford to get involved. And yeah, I am going to give young players a chance. I think I briefly saw a comment there before I started this episode about playing the young players. And I will. I'll play them as much as I can. But again, they have to earn their spot in the team, and they'll be coming in and out of the team as well. I feel like in this career mode, in this universe, they do have good senior players to look up to, unlike, you know, in real life. Hulman there, looking to play in Ugarte. But not the best pass. Yoro with a good tackle. Clifford. Oh, he's done well there to give that to Unai Simon, who just needs to get rid of it now. Bruno wins the header. Is Rasmus. Ball over the top there for Alejandro Garnacho. Oh, looking for Rasmus again, but unable to find him. And Fulham now look to break away with it again. The right back position is the only one I'm not fully decided on yet when it comes to Mazraoui and Dalot, because they both have their strengths. The only kind of crap thing about Mazraoui is that he gets very tired. That's a good ball there by Garnacho. Rasmus, can he get his first goal of the game? Yes, he can. It's 3-0, and that is surely game, set, and match. Rasmus setting up Hulman in the first half, scoring here in the second half, tripling our advantage here as the away fans go mental. The best away support in the Premier League, bar none. And thankfully we're treating them here to a very good performance. Fulham 0, Manchester United 3. Lovely finish there from the Danish striker. It kind of makes me sad in a way, though, that some of the players who are performing in this career mode are completely underperforming in real life. Oh, but Fulham are going to pull one back here, aren't they? Oh, what a save! What a save by Unai Simon. David De Gea-esque. They still have it here, Fulham. Oh, but Hulman showing that he can defend as well as he can attack. And we go on the break here now again. Elanga. Oh, he's in good form at the moment. Rasmus didn't get a lot of power behind that strike, unfortunately. And Fulham have it again. But we just need to start keeping more clean sheets. That's the only issue. But to be honest with you, that's just an issue with the game in general. I don't want to put on simulation sliders. I do know somebody reached out to me talking about that. I've tried playing it offline. When I say offline, I mean away from YouTube. Oh, good save again by Simon. Clifford is able to run away with it. But I just find it so slow and boring. Trying to find the perfect balance between simulation and, you know, NBA 2K. If you know, you know. Oh, Rasmus is going to be well offside there. He was never going to be onside with that. Right, let's look at making some changes. Maeda, he hasn't played in a minute. Let's bring him on for Garnacho. Xerxes, I'm actually going to bring on as well for Bruno. I don't think I've actually played Xerxes yet this season. Dalot's a little bit tired as well. We'll bring on Kirkez. Freshen things up a bit here for the final 15 minutes or so. Fulham are also making a change. Muniz coming on for Simeone. As we bring on our subs as well. Maeda, who I will have to involve against Celtic, even if it is just off the bench. And we will play that game in full, believe you me. I can't not play that game in full. I had a gut feeling as well we were going to get Celtic. Celtic and Rangers are both in the Champions League. That didn't happen too often in the Celtic career mode. Rangers were mostly in the Europa League. I think it was only in the final season they actually qualified for the group phase of the Champions League. And I am calling it the group phase instead of the league phase, because the Champions League phase, that's an annoying thing to say when you have to say league twice. Same with the Europa League and Conference League. So I am just going to call it the group phase. Lots of people are doing that anyway. It's not a big deal. But the Premier League is the current focus at the moment. And we're doing a good job here at the moment. Still unbeaten. Only one game that we didn't win, and it felt like a win coming from 3-1 down. But we're 3-0 up in this game as the clock runs down. Oh, that's a bad ball there by Hulman, though. They'll still want to try and pull one back. So they will Fulham on. They've done really well there. Just clean sheets are going to be so hard to keep in this season. They really are. I mean, I really don't get why they're celebrating. It's a consolation goal. But it's a goal all the same. We don't keep a clean sheet in this game. which is super frustrating. Let's bring on Kobbie Mainoo. He will start in the League Cup. I'll probably show the highlights of that League Cup game and then I'll wrap this episode up, lads. But that's really frustrated me now, that we haven't been able to keep a clean sheet here. Oh well, it is what it is. Can we get a fourth goal though? That's now the question. Here's Maeda. Oh, a bit of a heavy touch there. Oh, and that's not where I wanted to go. Clifford, bloody hell. Bit of an unlikely source there. Mainoo, have a go, lad. Why not? Why not? Because something like that could happen. What a goal by Kobbie Mainoo. He's only just come off the bench and he has scored an absolute screamer. I was not expecting that to go in at all. What a hit by Mainoo. Hulman with the touch. Back to Kobbie Mainoo. How far out was he? Leno. He'll be kicking himself that he got nowhere near that. Clips the post. Thankfully it hit the right side of the post for us. And then it travelled into the back of the net. I can't believe that went in. 4-1 here at Craven Cottage. That is going to be the full-time whistle. What a way to wrap up that game. Kobbie Mainoo, you absolute beauty. We wrap up the gameplay of this episode with the League Cup game here against Stevenage. Adam Smith, the next Ryan Giggs, scoring his first Old Trafford goal to get things kicked off in this game. A lovely left-footed finish there into that bottom corner, and that got things going here for the Old Trafford faithful. And there was a few more where that came from. Yet another one here from Anthony Elanga, back in front of the United fans at home. 2 goals in 2 games for him. So happy to have him back at Manchester United. I really am. Keeper probably feels like he should have done a bit better there, but still a good strike nonetheless from Anthony Elanga. Cristiano Ronaldo's regen, Rui Rocha. He is well and truly off the mark after scoring in the Champions League. He quickly follows that up with a goal here in the League Cup and put us 3-0 up before half-time. Great ball across there as well by Kirkes. And then Rocha was also the man to finish the scoring his first brace for the club. Good run here by Alphonso Davies, into Mason Mount, into Rocha, into the back of the net. 4-0 here, and we advance through to the 4th round of the League Cup. This is how things look for us at the end of this episode, lads. We are currently 4th in the Premier League, still unbeaten, and also with a game in hand. So victory in our next game against West Brom could have us up at the top of the league yet again. Actually, it would have us up at the top of the league yet again because all the teams ahead of us have played that extra game. 18 goals scored, 7 conceded. I mean, when you look at some of the teams around us, it's not terrible. Tottenham and Man City both conceding 6. Brentford and Chelsea with 10. So listen, still not the worst defence, but not the best either. So that is something we need to improve on. In the League Cup as well, I think we actually got Wolves in the next round, if memory has served me correctly. Yes, we did. And in the Champions League, we currently lie in 6th after 1 game. And of course, it will be Sporting up next. So that will do it for this episode, lads. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Really, really do appreciate it. Also, I wanted to give a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We did recently pass 450 subscribers, as I mentioned earlier. Well and truly on the road to 500 now, so if you are new here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well if you enjoyed the video. Have a good weekend, lads, and I will see you all on Monday for the next episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. Take care.